Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So, you're not in the wrong place. This is the Himalayan Diaries, but you may have noticed we're not on the Himalayan. Reason being is that today, again, is going to be something a little bit different. I mentioned in a previous video I've also got a Triumph Street Triple, and this is very much a summer bike. So I'm recording this in late October. The clocks literally changed last night, so it's now time for me to prep this bike to go away for the winter, have a bit of a rest, and she'll come out March, April next year, weather dependent. So today I'm going to talk you through my process of storing a bike for the winter, and what I do, the way I go about it. And of course, if you are going to be storing your Himalayan for the winter, everything I mention is of course going to be relevant to that as well. So stick around and I'll talk you through what I do. Now, part one of my process, nice and easy, and something no one's going to have a problem with, is to, can I sneak through here? No, apparently not. Something that nobody's going to have an issue with is to go for a ride. So a big part of what I do when I prep a bike for winter is to give it as deep a clean as I can do. Obviously clean it sporadically throughout the year as well. But when I come to tucking her away for the winter, I always spend that little bit more time on it. So the last thing that you want to do, or that I want to do at least, when prepping my bike for the winter, is to spend a long while cleaning it, only to get an itch to go out on the bike and to get it out of the garage, get it filthy again, and have to go through that entire process again. So what I will always do before I put the bike away is to go for a nice little ride. Today's the perfect day for it. Again, about 10 degrees here in the UK. Always seems to be 10 degrees when I go out at the moment. That's soon going to change, but yeah, glorious day. Roads are dry for the most part, apart from when you get in the shade like this, and then yeah, they are a little bit slick. But yeah, step number one, go for a ride. Okay, so here's the bike in question today, my 2013 Triumph Street Triple 675. I've had the bike about 6 years now, and since I shot the last clip, as you can see, yeah, it got a little bit wetter, so she is well in need of a bath now. I mentioned in the last video about having access to more bikes. Now, of course, the bikes that I currently own are of course the easiest to get access to. So if you'd like to see some more content on this bike and another bike I've got at home in the garage, let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, that can certainly be arranged. And just to add to that last point, this channel is definitely going to be Himalayan based, but if you'd like to see other bikes on the channel, especially my own bikes, let me know and I can yeah, I can certainly make that happen. So just coming back from the ride now, on to step two. So I've gone for about a 50 mile blast now, and next step is to fill the bike up. Now I try and fill all of my bikes up after every ride anyway, but I feel as though it's even more important during the winter. So what I like to do is to essentially almost brim the tank, just to stop rusting the tank over winter. That's the primary reason. And it's always nice to have a full tank on any bike, so you don't have to mess around going to the fuel station before you go out for a ride. So that's the next step, off to the petrol station to fill her up. So on to step three, actually cleaning the bike. As you can see, she is absolutely filthy. Not all from today, of course. A lot of that's due to the summer. But yeah, definitely in good of a definitely in need of a good clean. So we're going to get her in tip-top shape before we put her away for the winter. You might have noticed the tab stand down here. Really useful. Of course, the Street Triple doesn't come with a centre stand as standard, so well, you can't even get an optional because of the kind of bike it is, obviously, but really handy. Going to come in handy for step 3 and even more handy for step 4. Step 3 complete, and the bike's looking an awful lot better than she was to begin with, so yeah, fairly happy with that for a quick wash before it rains. So step number 4, lube and clean the chain. So I bought this Motor Grime Guard about 6 months ago now. I bought it to use it on the Triumph and the TTR, and because it's not cut down to the exact size for either of them, it doesn't work brilliantly, but yeah, I just kind of make do with it. So in terms of chain cleaner, I'm going to be using the Muc-Off chain cleaner. First time I've used it, so we'll give that a go, see how we get on. And in terms of chain lube, not the best product on the market, I know, but I've got a little bit left, so I'm going to use it up. Some WD-40 motorbike chain lube. Okay, so I hope the lighting in here is okay, but step 6, a little bit like with the Himalayan in the last video, what I want to do with this, especially because it's going to be sat up even longer than the Hemi will be, is just to connect a battery charger. So that means when I eventually take her out of the garage in March, April time, go for the MOT, etc., she is going to be fully raring and ready to go. And the great thing about this is you can always check on the battery health with this handy little terminal, but really I shouldn't need to think about that. It should just do all of the hard work for me. Final step is quite simply popping a cover on her and tucking away for the winter. So you can apply this to any bike, of course, and in terms of the Himalayan itself, today I'm actually now going to be taking the bike out on a first green lane and voyage, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes, and that video will be coming to the channel in a couple of weeks. Next video that you'll see is going to be one from Motorcycle Live. I'm going to take you guys along with me. But that's pretty much it for today, so thank you all so much for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.